9 days, 3,500 on the dash. 18 races we avoid in the crash. Track competition, but the transit is the test. Rain or the sunshine, we don't ever get to rest. Road hazards lurking, unknowns on the way. We push in the limits in the heat of the day. Tire rack, one lap of America. 3,500 miles, that's endurance in the chest. Tire rack, one lap of America. 18 races deep, we the best of the best. Endurance in the veins. 9 days down, 3,500. One lap of America. Get gone.
Welcome back to the 2026 TireRack.com One Lap of America. With all this cool coverage this year brought to you by PartsFarm.com. I'm Solomon, and Brian is back here now, and we are getting ready for the afternoon session here at Nashville. And Brian, I actually finally was able to play our theme song the right way and do the intro. So
Oh, nice.
I think people have heard that for the first time now in its entirety. We've had snippets of it in Brian's or Ian's, right? Ian's or Sloth.
B2.
B2, whichever. We have many. Um in those daily updates that we started putting out yesterday. But yeah, that was the full one. So this morning was uneventful, but also eventful for us because it was a clean run. I think everybody who went out made it back with all their parts. Some maybe not be working as well as they were before, but they made it back with all the parts. And now this afternoon we're going to go and try and do that again before we hustle on out to Oklahoma next. So yeah, let's take a look at where we're going to be. So here we are. We are on day day 2 effectively. We started yesterday at Tire Rack's headquarters in South Bend, Indiana, checking out all of our friends there and all the support that we get from them. And then we skedaddle on down to Nashville for today. And then we've got that long haul tonight over to Hallett. So just under 700 miles. I think it's about 680 that we have to tackle once we leave here. That being said, unless there's something super special going on, we're going to be with you for about half of this session before we start packing up and getting our stuff ready because we've got quite a long ride later. Of course, we're going to have in cars, we're going to be able to have Mark Matthijs, our correspondent, roving around with some different angles today and for the rest of the week. It seems to have worked pretty well. So we're going to keep doing it, right? Because it's enjoyable for us too, because we get to talk to people. There is a hawk. Big guy, right?
Yeah.
Wonder if he killed the thing that all the buses are circling
I don't know.
over. But yeah, so a lot going on. We've got, obviously UTC or whoever they are down there doing some autocrossing and getting all sorts of out of shape. And right now, the cars that you see circulating on track are the parade laps. And then as soon as the cars come in from the parade laps, we are going to go back to the afternoon action. Let's see here. So let's go. Let's see. How you doing, Brian?
Hey.
So, what do you think so far? How's your event been going?
It's just day 2.
It is. It feels more already.
I know. And
I don't know why.
I think the cold pretty much zapped us yesterday.
The cold wiped us out. I got I got a little present from the cold as well, and yeah, it was interesting. Somebody
But
going.
we get to recharge with good weather today and tomorrow.
Yep.
And then
And we get to deal with potential snow in Colorado.
yeah, no, don't say that too loud.
Well, that's what the forecast is saying. So I think that's what we might be running into. But here it is an absolute beautiful day. Let's go back out there and we can show you. I mean, it is blue skies, not a cloud that we can see now. I mean, the fog has certainly gone away in some of the overcast that we had this morning. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous day. We see the mountains in the back there. Just such a beautiful, beautiful Tennessee day. You know, can't argue with that. And this year again, we're 50% chance of tornadoes and had none now. Well, look, every time we come here, it gets lower. Then we don't get hit. So that's always positive. What else? Oh, so again, Bridgestone had a lovely lunch.
Yes, they
Had
did.
burgers, hot dogs, pasta salad. I mean, you name it.
Mac and cheese was
Mac and
very
cheese.
tasty.
There you go. I mean, thank you very much, Bridgestone, for that. We greatly appreciate it, and very well done. And that was all the actual on-site catering here that they use. So, a big shout out to the catering folks and the staff here at Nashville for a delicious lunch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What else? Oh yeah, guess who I got to talk with when I was down taking care of some stuff earlier?
Who did you get to talk with while you were
The
down there?
North American Vice President of Toyota.
Excellent.
She was very lovely, very nice. I got to say, all the stuff, a whole bunch of lies. No, all the stuff that we really need that she needed to hear about the Toyota PE Group and her team because we want them around here for a very long time.
Yes.
They are such an integral part of this event and part of the fabric now that I mean, I would be very sad, selfishly, if they didn't show up, right? I think everybody would. And one of the things that we spoke about was I said, you guys really don't publicize enough the fact that whenever there is an issue with the team, if somebody has a breakdown or mechanical or whatever the case might be, a horde of Toyota employees descend on whoever it is, whatever they are running, and they will help them get back up and running. And I told her, I said, look, back in 2007, after my co-driver had decided to stuff our vehicle into a tire wall at Hallett, right? I was fixing this thing constantly getting back to our next event in Indianapolis. And I can vividly recall being by the side of the road outside of Indianapolis, the 6 lane super highway in the drizzle with trucks flying by, and you are alone.
Yep.
You don't have that now. I mean, the sense of security that you get when you see this whole horde of Toyota employees who have one mission in their mind is to try and come up with a fix to get you back on the road is not just welcome, but it is something that is so underrated and I think misunderstood or not even fathomable to most who aren't in that situation. And the fact that, a manufacturer will go out of their way to help anybody, regardless of what you're driving, to engineer those solutions is something they do not popularize enough of. And we were saying why, because that's just who they are.
Yep.
That's what
Exactly.
they do. And to us, it's common sense. But to most people out there, it's not something they will experience. But the fact that they're willing to is something super special and that I'm always very grateful for. So was able to let the vice president of North American operations know that, and hopefully we've given them enough reason to keep supporting our boys at Toyota PE, so they can continue to be a part of this event, and they can continue to give a good show. And she seemed very enthusiastic about the motorsport component anyway, because it's a great way to prove out the product and to show people exactly what they're capable of, and that this is a real world example. This isn't something that's staged. None of this is staged,
No, not a bit.
right? There's no way we can stage any of this. This is, all the misadventures and all the craziness. I see Rob driving around there, and I think uh, Randy and Jason should be back soon. They were supercharging. So yeah. Whew. So if you're liking the broadcasts, feel free to like and share, and make sure that you're telling other people to sign in. All one of you, two of you watching right now, because we haven't really picked up any action yet, but it's coming. It's coming. Just figured we'd have this ready to go ahead of time. Do 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 do. So Brian, how's about that live timing? Isn't that cool?
I told Matt, our live timing guru, that if he changed anything, I was going to break his thumbs. I'm like, it's great. Don't change a thing. It's
Yep.
perfect.
Yep. And for those of you who were with us this morning, it kind of looks like this, right? So here's what our afternoon's going to be. We got one there, and then we've got our other view here. Bloop. We can go to our full timing screen here. So we can go back to this.
So I'm sure Matt's going to do a few more tweaks on it, but I think the way we used it this morning, being able to give instant lap times was great.
I agree.
And we didn't have to sit there and look at cars and say, "Oh, I think he's reeling in the gap there a little bit."
Hmm.
We had instant feedback.
Yep. Absolutely. So let's put this one here. So what I'm thinking of doing is this way we can also utilize this. We can have another one up here. And then because we have Mark and we've got so a few going on, let's change this around a little bit because why not? We can do it. We can also add another to this guy here. Let's go check out that one. Now we have I don't know. Let us know which view you like, which one you prefer better. Not a lot to say right now. But the cars should be lining up any moment now.
Mm. Looks like whoever was leading parade laps
Ducking into the pits.
no, we got the minivan out there
Well, that's Brock just
pit
everybody
in.
get in there. And they just drove around him. There we go. Brock's like, get in here. He's shouting at the Corvette. That's oh, that's excellent. There we go. PE peoples coming in. That's we could have just turned into the pits there, but oh well.
I think that's the ZR1, so he's going to go all the way down and get.
I'd see. Well, I think he might need his helmet and driving suit because these are parade labs. So I
Well, I think his driver is right down there.
are they waiting? Huh? Huh?
Somebody's right down there waiting. No, that may be B 2.0 down there.
That could be what that could be our guy. So let's go. do our live show camera here for a moment. And let's go back here. And one of the things that we really want to, now that we have the ability to do, is we have obviously a bunch of Smoko is joining. Oh, wait, let's go say hi to Smoko for a second. Hi, Smoko.
What's happening?
What's going on?
Oh, just trying to figure this car out.
Okay, so what happened this morning?
We went into limp mode. We are running an E85 tune that's kind of new to us, and we unfortunately were running a little high, and so the fuel pressure kind of dropped, and just car went into limp mode. But we got some pump gas this time around, and we should be good.
Very good. So I guess we're going to be able to ride with you when you head out today, so that should be fun.
Yeah, we should probably be in the third or fourth run group. We spoke with Brock earlier to get that sorted out since we DNF'd this morning. But hoping to have a front-facing camera on for you. And, we'll go from there.
Awesome. Well, it's good to see you. I'm going to put you back in the green room in the meantime then. And good luck getting that sorted.
Cool.
All right.
Cheers, mate.
So there we go. We've got Smoko there. Morgan, who's lovely to see them back. Always very, very pleasant. And they may be helping us out in the future with our website here when we finally can move this away from Mr. Roberts. I hear the announcement.
Yep, I hear Mr. Dobro
Andy,
screaming at everybody.
get in line. 5 cars already started with it. Look at that. So stuff is already happening.
And speaking of which, there's Morgan pulling on the pit road right now.
Right now. There he is. He's driving. So one of the things that I was saying is that now we have the ability, we have some time. We can look at our awesome tire rack peoples here. So if you're unaware, this is the tire rack website, right? So what can you do with the tire rack website? Well, you can do everything. You can go online and shop products. You can go and get some tires, right? You can go by your vehicle, size, brand, category, whatever you would like. And the cool thing about this is, and I know a lot of one lappers do this also, is that you can get educated about the tires which you want to buy. And let's say you don't have an idea of what tires you want to buy. You go to research and advice. And you could use their decision guide. You could look at the charts, ratings, and reviews. But this is what I always find myself using the site for. So hopefully this will work here because yesterday, Smoke was joining again. Let me just put him in the queue there. There we go. So let me see if this will work here. It gave okay. So let's say we take BFG for example, and let's say that we are looking at. I think my internet is hung up here, but let's say we're looking at. Here we go. Come on, scroll down, scroll down. So products. Let's go to brand. Let's go to BFG, and then let's scroll on down to. And it got stuck again. Okay, so my internet isn't that great right now. Here. We're not using our Starlink right now. We're using the Wi-Fi here, and it seems to be getting stuck in a cycle and then putting me back to the website. But in any event, you can go to the sizes and specs, and not every tire is the same. So even though something might be a 305 or a 295, their actual width might be very different. And you can go and get the exact specs. You see what the tread width is. You can see all of those little things that are super, super important when you're trying to get the right fitment for your car. Because anytime that you are really going after performance on a racetrack or any other type of application, you really want to start with the tire you want to run and the size you want to run, and then sort of build the car around that. So being able to have all those details and specs is super, super important. So anytime you're looking for tires, I strongly advise go to TireRack.com, check out the products, go to tires, go to brand size, whatever you want, and you can do your research that way. And this is really isn't the site for people who just need something round and black. These are for people who want who care about what they're buying. If you're going to places like Whole Foods or Wegmans or any of these places, and because you know what you want, this is the site where you need to go and check out Tires and Buy Tires from. And if you do want something round and black, go here anyway so you can educate yourself and not be one of those people who are just buying tires that are round and black, because there's an incredible advantage to both safety and performance when you buy something that you know what you're buying, and that is the right product for the right application. So head on over to TireRack.com today, check them out. And of course, while we're on the topic of sponsors and support, we have Parts Farm, right? PartsFarm.com, and we'll check their site out a little bit later because our cars are lining up. But PartsFarm.com. So for those instances when you're building something, muscle car, whatever it might be, late model, even more modern as well. Rob and his team, if they can source a car, they're going to get it. They're going to rip it apart, and they're going to make sure that they have the parts that you need. And one of the things that I know we've experienced right back in what I guess 2022 was, I mean, I needed a whole new trunk deck lid there, and then they got that to me within 24 hours. They drop shipped that sucker to me.
Yeah,
So
they got it at Heartland Park.
Arlen Park, yep. So super grateful to him and to Parts Farm there as well. Go check them out. Show them some love. Brian, if you wouldn't mind sending Jason the link, that would be super grateful. Thank you. I'd be appreciative.
Same link we've been using.
Yep, same one.
All right.
So if you're watching and you've had that link before, yeah. And let's bring in Mark for a minute here. So let's go actually open up a new one here. Let's open up a rectangle. I don't want that one. Go with that one. Let's bring in Mark. Yep. Where is my Marky?
Your Marky is right out there on the
He is
fence of the
out.
bus stop.
He is out
You
there.
can see him from here.
So I'm going to make him my camera D. Or get, I can't do that one. All right. That. Let's bring Mark in. Howdy, Mark.
Hey guys, what's going on?
No, we're just kibitzing and chatting while we get ready for everybody to go live here.
Beautiful. Yeah, I got a little afternoon jogging because I thought I was going to be late for the first group, but I'm over here.
Yep, I see you
ready
back
to
there.
go.
Back
Yeah.
at the bus stop.
So yeah, we're excited. We didn't get the live feed for the first couple of groups this morning. I apologize. That's my fault. Rookie mistake. You know, the plumber thing doesn't transition well into broadcasting. So
Oh, please. We are still sorting out our stuff anyhow. You've been doing an amazing job.
But yeah, so Brian and I, or as I call him, Ion and I, were able to interview some fine gentlemen in the paddock after lunch. And so we'll be exciting. I think we're going to have another treat. I think Tomo is going to shave some more time off his already fast time.
I tend to agree with that one.
He was kind of saying how the car just felt. He said it was easy and fun. And as a race car driver, if something's easy and fun, there's seconds left in the time.
Oh yeah.
And we put the bug in his ear, and Salil laughed. So I'm guessing it's gonna happen.
I think we will be sub 1 minute with Tomo.
I agree. Got to talk to Kevin and how much fun he had in the GTD, and how it's actually the first laps that the GTD has turned, not just his GTD, but a GTD has turned in full competition of any sorts in North America.
Yep.
So so he was having fun. I tried to tell him how to put his right side tires just to the right of that curbing, exiting the bus stop there, and he's not having it. He ain't doing it.
Nope.
He's like, yeah, I may be fast, but guess what? I ain't doing it. Shut up, plumber. All right, no problem.
Well, we're playing with our look here right now, so yeah.
But yeah, so we got to talk to Dadbot Carmod and a bunch of other people. So the video that Brian will spend, or Ion will spend, a cajillion hours editing,
which we have lots of hours today coming up, so we're good on that one.
Yeah. It's
All right, we
probably-
got cars on track, buddy. So let's get ready on this one.
All right.
Let's go have some fun. Randy is joining. We got Randy here in the green room as well, so that'll be great for when he goes out. But let's go back to our I suppose our timing screen is probably the right place for this now. And let's go switch over.
The first car out, I assume, in this sighting lap.
Yep. So let's go and check out everything here. We've just got cars getting ready to go. They're off pit road now.
Here comes Tomo now, I believe. I can see a wing.
So we got, of course, Tomo in the GT3RS, Brownie.
Yep, we have Andrew Brownfield there. Toyota PE, followed by the Goodyear, Nick Galata, the Galata Poo, and
Stunning
Stunt's last. Yep.
Nope, not last.
The sighting lap is
Mayfield
already spicy.
is last.
Well, I think they're trying to work their tires to get them ready to be even spicier on the run.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. They were kind of pushing each other already on the sighting lap. This is gonna be fun to watch.
I agree. So let's go and check out. Let's go and scroll down here. Let's go for the start. Oop, there we go. Let's go watch them take off.
We should hear that GT3RS sitting on the chip.
And away he goes. Soon. Getting ready to get the green. So we've got Mark, got the green flag and displaying it, asking ready and waving the green flag. There they go.
Oh yeah, you can hear that maybe launch from here.
Oh yeah. Certainly a good sound.
Super sounds better though launching.
It does.
That Super sounds rowdy.
It sounds beastie.
Yeah, it's not stock.
All right, here you go. We got Tomo coming up to you.
I better back up.
Here we got Brock joining. Look at that. Brock is actually joining us. Let's bring Brock in for a second here on one of these. So let's go say hi to Brock. Hi Brock. How you doing? We can see.
I probably got to go get earphones. I can't hear you at all. But other than that, everything's fine down here. Let me go get some headphones.
All right, sounds good. We'll catch up with you when you get those.
A little loud down. All right. Turn me off.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, so we are back.
Tomo's first lap from a standing start was a 103.
Oh wow. Okay, so he is hustling.
And so is Brownie.
Oh yeah, when he came through the bus stop, it was full on commitment.
Brownie out of 104, so yeah, certainly moving quick. 105, so we got 3, 4, 5.
Yep. Here comes 6.
The Goodyear. Oh, here comes Tomo again. I better be quiet.
105.1.
Yeah. So a little faster than Team Goodyear.
Comes Mayfield in the Evora.
Tomo rotates that car around the exit of the bus stop.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, Brownie is holding his own. Let's see what this lap comes up to for Tomo as he comes around to start finish here. That was a 101. So, I think this morning it was faster.
Yep.
So let's see what Brownfield can do here. So it goes from a 104 to standing start to a 102. So still that 1 second delta. I mean, but still very handily in second place here.
Yeah, the track may be getting hot, slicking up a little. Maybe this morning was the best conditions.
It could very well be. It certainly was a little bit overcast this morning.
102.8.
I can tell you from my position, it's not for lack of sending it.
No.
Because that right there,
Woo!
my friends.
There it goes. That was full send.
That is all of the send.
Yeah.
As you can see, did you notice where his right tires were on the curbing exiting? They were right where I told Kevin to put them.
Yep. All righty. So here's that wing opening up on the Porsche.
There's the little one. That's the line if you want to do it.
1014, so pretty close. We got Brock back here, so we can bring Brock back into the mix here. So how you doing, Brock? Can you hear us now? I think you're there we go. Try that now. I think your microphone isn't picking you up. Let me try and mute our pit road. Go ahead. Nope. Your microphone not working so much. Sorry, Brocker. It's not working. We'll get you sorted out so this way we can make sure we can catch up with you at Hallett then at least. But yeah, it's the speaker is not working for you. So we'll bring Mark back on here. We'll swap back over to our pit road correspondent.
I don't know if you guys can see. There's two distinct black lines leading off the curbing here coming through the bus stop. It might be hard to see on the video. But those are left from Tomo in the full-on send mode of that
I see them.
GT3RS.
Yeah.
So the slower lap time was not for the lack of giving it the beans. It was just I think the track's gotten warm and just didn't have quite the grip that it did this morning.
I tend to agree with you because we were this morning. You had a little bit of overcast. It was certainly cooler, I think the heat is certainly causing the track to grease up. I mean, I remember when we ran this, it was, especially around turns 2 and 3. I mean, they get super greasy when it's hot out, and it was properly hot.
2 and 3 get really slick. It's almost like the pavement just is almost different there.
Well, it is a little bit. I mean, I think there's just so much rubber that's down there that once it heats up, it just gets super slick. Because I think, at least the sense that I get from looking at the tire marks everywhere, is that area is utilized a lot more than the bus stop is.
Well, plus you got to remember 2 and 3 are very sharp, and 2 has a ton of braking.
Yeah.
To it, right? So you're laying down way more rubber, and then you're trying to accelerate back out of it. So you're laying down more rubber in those 2 corners, I think, than maybe you are other corners. So that probably also helps with smoothing the asphalt out more and slicking up more in the afternoon.
Yep. Well, we've got our first car out now on the second run group.
Second car out.
Second?
The first one you can't.
Oh, the first one. We missed it again. Dang it, Bobby.
Oh, Randy in the Lucid?
No, it's that is the Andrew. Tesla. Andrew in the Tesla.
Ah, okay, here he comes through.
Yep, silent but deadly.
Listen to that V8. Oh no, that's not right. Sounds like it's got a cam in it. No, that's not right either.
We had a cam in it a couple of years ago, or a few years ago.
Yeah, hauling spare parts.
Yep. Now we can see if Brock is back. Well, Brock, can you hear us now?
Here comes my M4.
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yay, we can hear you. We got you. So I'm gonna.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yep, you're good. How you doing, Brock?
Oh, God. Oh, joy! I'm so excited. I am standing here at pit lane, and nobody's yelling at me yet, but horns are going on.
Are you usually yelling at other people?
Wait a minute. I don't know. Let's see. Somebody needs something.
Okay.
So that's what we do out here. Rob Bowen has a question. What do you want?
I wanted to be on the live stream.
You are now.
I wanted to be on the live stream.
On the left?
Am I there?
You are.
I'm sorry.
I wanted to be on the live stream. Am I there?
Are you on the? He wants to know if he's on the live stream.
You are currently on the live stream since I'm talking to you.
No, but Rob Bowen wants to know if he is. He will be.
Well, if he puts his camera on, he will be.
Turn your camera on. It says it is.
Well, he has to use the link to dial it. Right. I will text him a link and just tell him to hit it, and then he can be on. So.
Okay, he's You gotta enter the link. All right. Well, Anyway, life is going on here. Cars on track.
There you go. Well, you enjoy yourself. We're gonna head back to Mark, and as we call the action up here, we got some cars about to take off now for their hot laps, and we'll check back in with you later if anything happens or doesn't happen.
Hey, here we go. Here
I'll
comes
probably
Andrew
be
in the
here.
Tesla.
All right.
All right. Cheers.
Thanks, Brock.
Bye.
All right. Let's go back
to the
to
right side
our.
of the curbing.
Yep.
It's a beautiful blue vet.
There it goes. So let's see. We've got Randy in the queue. So this should be interesting. So where is that Lucid? What is that up? I don't see it yet. Do you?
I do not see it.
Well, I get. Oh, Randy's on track.
Oh,
Son of a gun! Let's get Randy on here.
He used all the track and then some.
There we go. And he just passed you. Okay, there we are. Sorry, Randy. We found you. So listen to that. No sound. You just hear tires. Right there.
yeah, I know.
So Randy going into turn 1 here. So we actually have both electric vehicles out at the same time.
Andrew is making some hay through here.
He is. So Andrew was running a 104, and so he matched the time almost to the 10th of the E-Ray.
How's the number 17 M4 doing? Because he's nice and tidy through here. He's quick.
106.7. So he's a couple seconds slower. So he's right smack dab in the middle of the 5 cars right now.
There goes Randy.
Yep, we're watching. All you hear is tire skull. You hear no, and this is insane. And of course, that Lucid, driven by Andy and by Randy right now, doing a 107. So just a tick slower than that M4.
Here comes Andrew again. Fully committed to the bus stop.
Yeah, well, his last lap was a 103, so he's certainly gotten better. That E-Ray still in the 104s. Smoko. Oh wait, we should be able to see Smoko too, shouldn't we?
This time, last time through, he had a little bit of oversteer coming into the bus stop. He had to correct it. This time might be a little better for him.
Yep. Well, here we go. We've got 2 cars now on track. And that engine noise is not from the Lucid. That is from the Smoko. We used up all that curve there. Certainly sounding good. Smoko just passing by Mark now as Randy hops up here.
Loses about a half a second.
Yep. Outstanding. Morgan comes across to take the checker to finish off this run through.
Andrew giving us a wave and a blinker.
There you go.
A little wave. Beautiful looking car. Sounds mean. Let's see what Randy does silly as he comes through here. Last time he tried. Oh, the M4's coming through.
Yep, you got your M4. Randy's just on the back straight now. He's coming in next to you. There you go.
Hey there, Mark. It's me, Randy Post.
Glad you missed the vortex of danger. And Morgan coming up. Outstanding. So Rob has yet to call, but they're now sending the next out. So let's go back to our live live shot there. Let's say goodbye. Let's say goodbye. Let's say goodbye there. There we go.
So I did get a chance to talk to the gentleman in the M4, and that's basically they've done coilover, some aero, rims, tires, brakes, and then they have the CS tune in it, so it's a little bit more power.
Okay.
But obviously it's not his first rodeo, so now he is definitely feeling out the grip on his sighting lap.
Yeah, I heard that and watched that, but here's a good. Is this Goodyear, right? Or is this what is this? Michelin? I can't see who that is.
It's not good
Yeah,
here.
that was Michelin.
Oh no, it is Goodyear. It's Simrel. It's
It's Michelin.
oh Michelin. You're right. You are right.
Michelin.
And yep,
There goes Parts Farm.
yep. There's Rob.
Kentucky boys.
We had them this morning on with us.
And who's driving the Viper today?
That's probably Tom Drewer,
Okay.
if I had to guess.
So do we have 2 live feeds in this group?
No, we had them before. I don't think Kentucky Boys linked on today or this afternoon, and I know Rob didn't, even though we just sent him the link again.
Okay.
So
The
Gotcha,
the
okay.
first Corvette is
Andy.
Andy.
Yeah, Andy Smedgard.
It's so weird trying to get used to a new car.
I know, not that lime green
Yeah.
S2K. All right, taking the green flag, doing the little scoop from the boot, and down and away.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Even from over here in the back 40, as I call it.
There's our Michelin boys.
They're 2027 Grand Sport.
Yep.
This gentleman here we're about to see was already sending on the sighting lap, so I have a
There
feeling
goes
this is
Rob.
going to be scary this time through. I'm ready to run. It's fine.
There's a fence between you and them.
You think that fence is going to stop anything?
No, but it'll make for good television. There we go. There's Andy, followed by Andy.
There we go. A little bit of counter steer coming at me.
Yeah.
Luckily, all under control.
There's Robbie.
So Smedgard comes through at a 106.3 as Rob comes to say hi to you. A little, I think he outbroke himself coming into the bus stop there, it looked like.
Rob was waving with his tail.
Yeah. 107.8. So Michelin slower than the C8 of Smedgard. I think it's a lot of that arrow coming into play. And Rob coming across the start line at a 107.5. So, faster than Team Michelin. So good job, Rob. Rob, of course, with the Parts Farm. So we got a 106, 107, 107. We've got that Kentucky Boys next at a 109.5. So they've lost a little bit of time from this morning.
He's moving. He is catching the Viper.
Mm-hmm. That Viper running a 109 flat, so so it's sort of like the Viper and the Kentucky Boys are that's I think that battle that's going to be shaping up throughout the week. It looks like a 103.4 for Andy and that black Corvette, stock with the exception of some suspension aero, no added power.
Parts Farm had a way tidier entrance to the bus stop this time. Should be a better
But
lap for him.
what's interesting also is that they were only a second apart before between the two Corvettes. Now there's 2 seconds separating them. So, I mean, legitimately 2 seconds. So 103.4 versus 105.4 as Rob comes through at a 105.1. So again, taking it to Team Michelin. Yep, here we go. Kentucky Boys, I think, are having a mechanical. They are definitely slow. They've allowed the Viper to pass them.
He was hopping and jerking and going and coming into the bus stop. Looked like he was having problems getting it loaded up. He may have a brake problem.
Okay. So we've got a 106.9 now for Tom Drewer. So certainly faster. Picked up 3 seconds from his first lap. Catcher now and Baker have a 122.7. So certainly something wrong with that vehicle, not operating as they would want it to. So they're going to just try and finish their last hot lap here. Very
This
unfortunate
is
as we
going to
see
be the hard
Rob
part
fly
of
through
this
again with
lap
the
right
parts
here.
farm, looking a lot tidier. And we've
Yeah.
got that Corvette at a 105.6, so a little bit slower on his third lap. With the parts farm coming across, let's see how he does. He goes a little bit slower also by 0.3 of a second. So I think, again, those tires getting greasy. So I think you hit the nail on the head before, Mark, that this track is just getting greasy and hot as the day goes on.
Yeah. Well, the Kentucky boys have made it around again.
Yeah, but they certainly don't seem to be at full chat, do they?
Now they're as he's turning right, the car is making a lot of like tire jerking noises. I don't know if he's
He
ever
is
verified
very
that.
slow coming around there as well. I wonder if he's missing some lower gears.
Well, it's the car as he's turning the corner. You can literally hear like a tire grabbing, just going as he's turning the corner.
That's
So I don't know what's going on with it.
Well, he made it across to take the checkers, so he'll get that at least to 126.
Rob giving us the wave.
Very unfortunate for our Kentucky boys. We love them, and
Yeah.
hopefully it's nothing too serious. They're going to be jumping under there and trying to repair whatever's gone wrong. I assure you. But
Yeah.
that's certainly a little bit of
Emotional damage.
the way that wound up coming through here. So very,
Yeah,
very sad.
You never want to see anyone have a problem, but I can tell you what, if there's someone that can put that thing back together no matter what's wrong with it, it's those fellas.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, and they're good friends with everybody from Toyota.
Yep.
All them all being from Kentucky, so
Hopefully it's just one of those Control-Alt-Deletes, and then they can just get rid of that code there, and then we can be good to go.
The motor sounds fine.
Well, that's good. Everything else is pretty accessible on that car, so they should be able to repair that.
You don't know if it's a tie rod or something stupid that's just got the tire out of whack, where it's just kind of grabbing and pointed maybe in a little bit of a wrong direction. Who knows?
Huh?
They'll have her figured out.
Yeah.
brother, no.
Alrighty, so we've got another group coming toward you. We've got that Porsche Cayman. We've got another 911 Turbo S, and that's JD Cruel, I believe, coming up second on this run group. And JD, of course, the Garmin entry. Garmin providing those cool Catalyst 2 units and the Epic swatches for the winners of the one lap this year.
And he was throwing down some massive times this morning.
Okay.
He was super quick.
Okay. So we got Ted Castle, who I think needs to figure out to turn his phone sideways before he goes out.
Well, he's not going out for a long time.
Yep. And we've got the aircraft of Dad Bod Car Mod.
Yep, we sure do.
Followed by that cool Grand Sport.
What run group is
Alien
Scotty
Chicken?
in?
Scotty is in the next run group, it looks like. Yep, I see him. So he's in the GTD run group.
Okay. I'm like,
so next run group, we're going to have a GTD, a Corvette, Scotty's Porsche. Is that another Mustang back there?
I believe it is.
I think it's the 5-liter. And then a blue car. I can't.
I'm old and blind. I can't see that far.
If you want to know more, just go to www.bluecar.com. We'll sell you a blue car. Oh, no, that's not right.
You want a baby blue car? We got you. You want a navy blue car? We got you.
As long as it's blue. Oh, no.
Oh, man, he blew it.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, you must have been some before electricity.
What do we got coming at us here first?
Well, coming at you first, you got that Cayman right now of a Unicorn Racing, so that's Eric Schemer coming at you.
Or Ben Shaw.
Or Ben Shaw, that's right. It could be Schemer the Screamer, or the hot shot. I mean, they both know their way around pretty good.
Yes, they
Yep.
do.
They've been doing this for a billion
Very
years.
well.
There's JD, the Garmin car. Let's see if it's shouting at them. Go faster.
They didn't go through the grass. I'm happy.
And now you've got that Wurs. There's your favorite
Yeah,
M2.
bone stock M2.
Yep, bone stock M2. So that was a 108 from Unicorn to a. So I'll tell you what,
Oh,
Whoa,
oh boy.
where'd it go?
One too many of the beans.
What's that?
Dad bod, card bod, gave it one too many of the beans.
Yep. They tend to do that
Yeah, it's always fun to watch.
from behind the fence.
Yeah.
That can be easily penetrated by a Lotus.
Very sorted through here. He just was. He was.
Well, they're driving clean, so I mean, I'll tell you what though, they're in the 108s, as is the that M2. So Shimmer and that M2, pretty neck and neck. Let's see what he comes down to here. A 106 for that Unicorn Racing Cayman, and JD trying to.
More tires.
Yeah, and JD trying to catch up 107. So certainly he's. He says, yeah. So I actually JD pulled out more of a advantage this time. Took 3 seconds.
Look at that.
Yep. Oh wow, that's a 105 for that M2. A 105 on the M2 versus the 106.7 for the Porsche. So the M2 clawing back some time here.
Yeah, but the M2 is using all of the available tires.
Well, I mean, it could work earlier on in the week, maybe not so much later, but
Someone must have told him the M2 was faster.
yeah, because he's moving up.
Yeah, he sent it.
Yep, that Lotus did a 111 this time around, but yeah, here we go. I think that is Ben actually looking at him. Ben climbing the banking, staying low. Let's see what he comes across at. A 106.7, nearly identical to his previous lap. So let's see if that M2 can build anything, but it looks like they're actually catching up on JD. So JD with 108.4, a little bit slower on his third lap, and that M 105.893, so just a tick slower on their third lap. Certainly, I think those tires and that greasy nature of the track, it seems to be that third lap. So I think the second lap is really your optimal lap here if you're going to capitalize on anything. It would seem this afternoon.
Yeah, I would think with the tires that we got to run, and as warm as the surface is starting getting, I mean, there's not a cloud in the sky. So you've got your sighting lap, which some of these guys push pretty hard. Your first lap probably finish off the temp. Second lap's the best. After that, the tires are starting to flatten out a little bit as far as grip.
Absolutely. So there's Eric doing it up. And then we have
a few moments later.
your M2 coming around.
It's crazy.
I've created a monster.
I see Dad Bod Carmod has just popped onto the back stretch.
Yep. He'll get there eventually.
Cooling it down. Cleaning out his race suit from when he
Well, he's doing his landing checklist.
Yeah.
Before he comes into the pits.
Carbon fiber retracted. Spoilers set.
All right, we have
They do have some pieces come off that car from this morning. They've gathered them all up.
Well, that's nice of them.
Yeah. Maybe they didn't come off all the way. They were just maybe dangling by the end of the session. They've removed them.
They gave it a trim.
Yeah. Well, the transitioning from the front stretch down into the Roval portion was pretty harsh on him. Those
All right.
low cars just beats them up, especially with the splitters and all that good stuff.
Enhance.
One thing to consider in setting up your car.
Enhance.
Print the damn thing.
There we go. So we got cars lined up, ready to take to the track. I mean, usually we send them by now. So I wonder what our delay is.
I'm not
They just want to see how long I can hold the phone up.
I think that's it.
Doc's
We'll
like,
make sure to
let's
get
see
you the
what you got.
tripod for tomorrow. Or is it a tripod or a monopod that you got for it?
No, tripod.
Okay.
The one we've been using with the Insta.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, can I be a
I'm
full
looking
influencer?
to see
I don't see any obvious
track
reason.
workers.
Oh, there we go. Well, okay, so we're sending it. There goes Kevin in the GTD heading out. So
got his sighting lap coming through here.
Yep. Yeah, now everybody's just leaving the pit now, so certainly
see Kevin working his way through 2 and the 3. Looks like can kind of
so we
see
got our provisional results here right now.
Down there. I wish he would just try the line, but he won't do it. Is he gonna do it? Oh, he chickened out.
I bet Mark John does.
Scotty gave us a little wave.
There we go.
He had his eyes up. Good for Scotty.
That's good.
Killer whale. You can always tell what drivers are actually looking through the next corner because I'll wave to them as they enter the bus stop. Their eyes should be, essentially laning where I'm at. So you'll notice the ones that'll wave. They're like, hey, they have their eyes in the right spot. Or the other ones are just like, screw that guy, I'm not waving.
I'm gonna hit him next time around. So we still have Ted Castle and waiting. Ted's back there. I see him. He's by the gate. Waiting to come in.
Yep.
All righty. So we've got that GTD heading on out. On his way to meet you, Mark.
Keep going up there, Scotty. Don't try to cheat a few extra feet.
Well, I heard Scotty leave.
All righty. Kevin coming around turn 2. Accelerating up to 3. Through the apex and up to 4. Here we go.
Mark John's launch control caught and then
bogged down.
Like anti-stall almost, and then caught again.
All right, here we go. Here's that GTD. Heading up to you. It's the braking zone.
Let's see if he gets his right sides there. Get him in there.
Nope.
That's definitely the fastest he's been through here.
Yep, that was the cleanest because he sacrificed his entry so he can have a better exit, because that is super important, because that sets you up for effectively an entire 30-year lap. There you go. Kevin coming under the start-finish now with a 109.5 on the GTD. And coming up next, we've got Scotty Coors. And he comes across with a 109.4, so not much separating them.
Mark John next to come through the tri-oval.
Mark John from Wilder.
James is sending it quite
Got a 111, so a significant difference in lap times between the two. Or between the 3, I should say, right? Followed up with Killer Whale. So James coming across at a 111.8. So I mean, we're starting to sort this field out pretty well now.
Yep.
I guess the outlier is going to be this the Camaro here.
And 2 dads, 1 Camaro.
Yep, at a 115. So that I think begins the next run group almost in terms of performance. So let's see.
Scotty got a little wide, hit the dirt.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mark. Kevin just ran a 106.6, so
Yeah.
equaling his. And
Kevin
if
put his right side tires exactly where I told him to, coming into the bus stop on the right-hander, right on that curbing.
well, it took out 3 seconds, and I'll tell you what, the Scotty only took out 2 seconds. So starting at a 109, he's down to 107, while Kevin's down to 106. So Kevin winning this fight right now.
Well, Scotty had quite the moment right here in front of us.
Yep,
He was wide.
that's a 108 for Mark John. So he took out 3 seconds from his previous.
Turn it.
And a
Right
108.3, so they're still fighting it out between James and Mark John.
He got closer to the curve that time.
Yep.
Kevin has sorted this out pretty well right now.
Well, good, because that's his last lap.
Hey, it's a lot of car to get used to.
This is true. That's a 112 for the Camaro, so they're improving. And okay, Kevin, so just only 0.2 slower than his previous, so staying consistent. Nicely done. So that puts him in 18th provisionally. And we have Scotty coming across at a 107.3, very identical time-wise. So not as much time lobbed off across the board as the GTD did, but that actually puts Scotty in 16th because of this morning's run provisionally. So only by 0.03 of a second on Cume time. And then we've got a 327 total. Killer Whale should be coming across any moment now.
Yes.
And a 108.4, so only lost 100th of a second here. Not bad. Not bad. That puts Killer Whale down in 21st position provisionally with the Camaro. Coming up. One moment
There we
later.
go.
And at a 112.5. So, yep, pretty much that last lap delta from your optimal lap, I guess, in this session is generally between 3 and 400ths of a second, or tenths of a second, I should say. So that is how much of a difference track temp and tire temp can make in just one lap. Oh, wait a moment.
There's a wave. There we
My
go.
sentiments exactly.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. So up next, we've got. So let's look at our provisional right now. We've got a few moments here as the other cars get ready because I only see 4 there for some reason.
Yeah, I did as well.
I'm not sure.
Trying to figure out what this car is. It looks like a dark blue car.
It is a dark blue car.
And then the Lexus. And then the GRM Elantra.
Mm-hmm.
And then a red 8.6.
So that first car is the CTS Blackwing.
From this morning's session, they were pretty quick. The Blackwing.
Let's see how they manage that with the greasier track and tires. After that will go away. So let's see.
Yep,
It's a heavy car.
Heavy car, lots of power, rear-wheel drive only.
Yep.
It'll be fun to see. Kind of the same thing Kevin was fighting, but Kevin was significantly faster this afternoon, albeit again still learning with a learning curve with this track and the car. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really going to be interesting to see what he does at Hastings on Wednesday.
Yep. It's not even a week yet. We haven't even started the week yet.
I know.
It is a Sunday.
I know.
Right.
It does not feel like it's only a Sunday.
No. This feels like day 3 or 4.
It does.
I'm telling you, that cold weather yesterday depleted us.
It did.
So we need to do all the recharging we can do within the next 2 days.
Yep.
You Flatlanders aren't very hardy.
All righty. So we've got Mark getting ready to give the green flag. We've got marks at two ends of the track. Look at that.
Yeah, look at there.
We have markies.
It's marked. Our territory is marked.
Mark, you have marked your territory. All right, so the caddy down and away, and the Lexus, the one that won the wet skid pad yesterday,
Yeah,
off and away.
he was pretty quick this morning too.
Yeah. So the F is for fun with Lynn Gravely.
You can tell it's not his first time tracking that car.
No. That was driven very smoothly.
Yeah.
And there's the other caddy. I see them wandering through the paddock there. I wonder what, that was the one that limped around today. I see some smoke. What are they doing? Are they doing a very wide donut?
You can hear the stability control kicking in on the car.
I certainly heard that one.
Yep.
All right, here's the Lexus coming down to you.
I gotta be honest, I'm shocked at how many people are running with nannies on.
Well, I mean, I suppose if you need to make it through the week and you're not that confident in the track yet or in your car, it's probably the
Right.
prudent thing to do, right?
There goes Andy carrying the right rear again.
Mm-hmm.
Andy driving.
John, glad you're watching. Good to hear from you. Thanks for watching. No, John Hall, y'all.
Oh,
Remember last year?
GR.
well, we know so many Johns.
This is true.
Our caddy is coming in hot.
But I think he may have overcooked it because now he's got to hop on the throttle. So let's see how his exit goes. So,
oh, that traction control working.
Yep, I heard that. So, I mean, it's interesting because the caddy was the 112 and the F was a 112. One was a 112.2 versus a 112.5. Then we had a 113 and 116. Caddy comes across for a second lap. He is going to pull a 108, so pulled out 4 seconds. 5 seconds, excuse me.
The F will not be. He was a bit wide exiting the. He overdrove the bus stop.
But I wonder if there might be some power advantage here because they are hustling down. So let's see what they do. They do a 110. No, so they lost 2 seconds in that one. So that was really that would have been the optimal lap for them, and that kind of sacrifice. So this is what we mean by you really have to be consistent in this event. You push too hard, and now this third lap.
They overdrove the bus stop near exiting it pretty hard.
Yep. And that's going to cost them a lot. No, that cost them 2 seconds in that battle with the Cadillac right in front of them. Michael Mattice is also watching. Hi, Michael Mattice.
Hey, what's up, Mama? That's my brother.
That's your brother. So now that Lexus is tied with that Elantra.
Let's see if he gets it sorted. Yeah, he got her sorted out this lap. This will be significantly better than his second lap.
Yep, that caddy lost 0.3 of a second on this last lap. So due to the heat and the other stuff. Nope. But I mean, normally we're seeing 3 to 4/10 of a second. He lost a good chunk there. And then we've got the Lexus at a 109, so improved from the second lap, but not really what you want to see. So you figure he probably would have been good for a 108 on his second lap had he not had that wobble.
Yep, for sure. Scotty had the same second lap. He had a moment.
Team GRM does better on the third lap, which means that either they were managing their tires better or they left a lot on the table for that second lap.
Well, when he came through here the last time, you could tell that he was on full attack. He knew he was leaving some on the table in this section, and he didn't leave much the last time through.
Okay. That makes sense. And we're finishing off with that.
Watch because while I can't tell what they've done in 2, 3, and 4, it's fun to watch right here because you can usually tell if they're in full attack right here and trying to make up
100%.
It makes a big chunk. And this bus stop will suck you into overdriving the exit of it.
Yeah.
Because you'll
Yeah.
come through this nice, and then right about there, you'll lay in it, and you'll get there and go, ah, crap.
I'm running out of road.
Yeah.
I need to be at a more acute angle than I am now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's easy to do. Which is another reason why I always try to aim to the right side of that curbing there, because it does keep you from going wide if you're aiming there. So I usually come out of here and immediately start looking there. Kind of helps you from overdriving that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a bit confused right now.
Yeah, go for it, Bry.
So the super fast cars at the pointy end of the field,
Yes.
we started out the second run
Yes.
with 5 cars per run group.
Yes.
And now
We are
doubled
matriculating back
down
to
to
4
4.
for some reason. I don't know why. Because this is not what we wanted to do, because we were trying to sort through things a little more quickly this afternoon.
Because yeah, we got a bit of a haul today.
We have a big John Hall, y'all. Does Doc still race? He used to race Cadillacs. Your brother is asking.
He does. He's having little motor problems right now, but Doc is still running around in his caddy, although there's no caddy left in it.
Which Doc are we talking? We're not talking about Gordo, are we?
Yes, we are talking about Gordo. You know Gordo.
I know Gordo very well. I love Gordo. He the man.
Yeah, he was at NJMP with us a couple weekends ago and was experiencing fuel delivery issues.
Well, at least he wasn't experiencing back of his car catching on fire issues.
Right.
That's
Yeah, water truck delivery issues.
yeah, exactly. And for those of you who might know Gordo, one of the things that you should always do when you're around him is make sure that you check out his license plate,
Yes.
or the holder, or at least the frame.
Was that Fred?
I believe so. I'll tell you in a second, just to confirm. Let me see here.
Yes, I
Yes.
believe that is Fred.
I actually talked to Fred this afternoon here during lunch, and I was like, Fred, you're pretty sporty out there today. Fred's a nice man, but he's usually not very aggressive on track. And Fred sending it.
Oh, we've got Rob. Let me let's pull Rob in for a second to say hi. Let's see here. So what is Rob doing? Hi, Rob.
He's going to ask a stupid question.
Howdy.
You're on the road already, Rob. Rob's going away. Rob left us. He gone.
Rob exited the chat.
Literally. Rob has left the building.
To the shadow realm with him.
Oh, he's back.
Uh-oh.
Let's see.
Ion doing the walk of shame.
Are you?
Ion is.
Oh, Ion is? Oh, okay. So let's go. Is Rob still
Here we
here?
go, our
Rob
first
is
hot lap in. The GR86. Stone stock, I'm sure. That thing is so rowdy. It's awesome.
This actually feels better than sitting.
It does.
Then we need to get a milk crate to put that on so he can see it.
Yeah.
He's
There
thought
goes
about
the
coming my way for a second.
Toyota PE 86.
The PE 86. That's good. I like that. I like that.
It's
That's
the
a
don't
funny
hate me
sounding
because I'm a
GT.
little cooler portion.
Mm-hmm. So that little PE86 ran a 15.3 as opposed to that Cayman doing a 13.9. I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed. I thought we were gonna see somebody break the 1 minute today. I was really thinking, but I think Mark hit the nail on the head that it's that track temperature and and the conditions just
definitely wasn't
do
for lack of effort.
no.
And something else I'm a little disappointed in.
What's that?
We got these chairs in here,
Yes.
but look at the next suite over.
Oh man,
It's like Herman Myers.
that is.
What
And
did Fred run that lap?
what's that?
What did Fred run?
Fred ran a 1:14.8 as opposed to the Mustang GT running a 1:14.3. So I'll let you know the PE though took off 5 seconds. That PE 86 running a 1:10.6 now. So not
He's
quite the
flying.
09 that earlier this morning. So about a second difference from this morning for them.
And that is not a high horsepower car.
It is not, because I'll tell you what, they pipped the Cayman by a second and a half there
That's awesome.
in that second lap. And then we've got that Mustang coming across now at a 1:11, pretty much even. So doing the same time as a Cayman. And then Fred coming up. Let's see what the Fred is doing. Fred at a 1:11.9, so slowest actually of all in the second
Yeah,
lap.
he was a 109 this morning.
Yeah.
He's not taking a great mile here, but he's going on the outside.
He's also pinching his entry into 2 and running himself super wide at the exit. Same thing for the entrance of 3, coming out wide, having to walk that car all the way back over to set yourself up for 4. So I think this is where he's losing a little bit of time. All right, a 1:11.7. So again, 0.6 of a second, getting lost to the heat here in the track temps, and then that was for the Cayman, right? Or the excuse me,
Yeah.
Cayman. Then we've got that Mustang GT going to be up next. Ted is joining. Hello, Ted. Ted is in the green room. And that Mustang coming across. Performer was a 1:11.0, 1:21.6. So something happened to the Mustang there.
He was really slow through the bus stop here. I don't know.
And Fred losing 2 seconds on this last lap as well.
Wonder if they got confused on what lap they were on.
You know, I don't know, because I don't see anything obvious.
No, but they were both very slow through here.
Yep. Where is Ted? Oh, there he is. He's the first car, I think.
Yeah. So 3 groups. Last car in the 3rd group.
Okay. Well, since I think we will we'll hang with Ted, and then afterwards we'll probably wrap up on our broadcast here. So we've got 3 more groups that we'll hang with you with before we start packing ourselves up and getting ready to make the long trek out to Oklahoma for Hallett tomorrow. And Hallett is going to be a cool track. I think we're going to have our roving reporter Mark at the affectionately what is called the Bitch tomorrow, which is a very unique uphill section. That was a Herman Tilke design track, and that track is a very cool track to begin with. And
I thought you were my ex-wife.
You're not alone in that. And but yeah, we'll have you there, and that should be for some pretty dynamic action, because similar to where you're positioned now at the bus stop with a lot of action, that's usually where a ton of action goes on, and you get to see all the cars coming up the hill there and trying to sort themselves out. And it's blind once you make that right-hand corner, and as you're coming up the hill and you crest, and it is just a super fun section, but especially for the newbies, it is a super sketchy section. If it's your first time.
The one thing we don't want to forget to remind people of is yes, while the live is going now, they can always get on YouTube later and watch all of this. And plus, they're going to want to get on later to see, or tomorrow, to see all of the interviews and videos that Brian has shot. And then Brian and I got some good interviews today, and we'll get every single day, and then he'll get those edited and posted.
Absolutely. And I mean, don't forget, it's just not the content that we have on YouTube is not just the current stuff. We've got stuff from all the years past, all the cool update videos that Brian did last year. All the live streams are on YouTube as well, so you can go back and relive the action, relive your favorite moments, see your friends, take some snippets of it and post them up there. But as with anything, Mark is 100% correct here. Go like it, share it, and help us grow our One Lap community so this way we can keep this event thriving. So one day you can come out and join us.
Yeah, just go to YouTube, search One Lap of America.
YouTube.com/@official OLOA.
And there we are.
And we've got cars on track. We've got that El Amarillo Porsche. That's actually a Hyundai Elantra.
That was supposed to be.
That was supposed to be an Alpine. Out and away now.
Oh,
And then we've got
they're clawing back from a difficulty in the skid pad.
Yep. And the Tennessee boys in that Ford Mustang out there as well, followed by a Lotus Exige.
I like that car.
Yeah. And then that really cool and historic BMW M3 Lightweight immediately down on the apron, trying to minimize that circle before he's got to climb down there. So certainly trying to shorten that distance that he has to drive. Trying every trick in the book because he's not the most powerful.
No.
And what's scary is that when that car came out, that was fairly powerful.
Yes.
In true Kentucky boys fashion.
Yep. That Elantra coming in at a 114.9. And let's see how the Kentuckians fare. The Tennesseans? Tennesseans, that's right.
Oh, Tennesseans, sorry.
I'm a Tennessean. I'm come across the line right about now. And there we go. They are at 118.3. So certainly not, I think, what they would have wanted.
Oh, yeah. See, Ed knows I'm here now, and now he's just trying to show off. It was fun. I got to talk to Ed. Ed and I have competed in the same class through the One Laps, and it's always fun to talk to him. He's such a great guy.
Oh, I think that goes for about 99.9% of this field.
Absolutely.
And Ed had a split in the difference there to 117 as opposed to the 118 and the 114, so not bad. Here comes that. Where's the Exige?
I don't know, but we have a black
Oh, he stopped. We have an Exige stopped right before Mark gets there. We've got a black flag. We are bringing the session to a pause.
Yeah, I don't see the.
He is to your right, so he is parked midway through the backstretch, just in line with the timing tower, pretty much from where you are.
I don't know if the phone can see it, but I can't.
So he is. I think he's too far back. Ed is just going to come around him now, so we are going to have to do a little bit of extrication.
What car was it, Solomon?
That's the Lotus Exige.
Ooh.
Lots of trouble, usually serious.
Ed, you just ran a red flag.
Where did we see red?
No, he's stopping
now.
Well, they're going to come in. Oh, okay, there we go. No, he stopped.
No, well, he was just coming the corner when they.
Yeah, he was inside. He's just got to be inside of the next flag station.
So it's also better to stop down here instead of opposed to right on that corner.
Yep.
Well, they had the corner going into the bus stop.
Oh, okay.
Now we are red all.
Brocker, you didn't hear me say that.
And we've got a car. We've got the Elantra just pulled off track there.
Yep. So we got the tow vehicle coming up towards the kink. I'm gonna retrieve Mike Weisling here.
If y'all let me
or
borrow
Brian
the
Johnson,
minivan,
whichever one's driving this afternoon.
Was that, Mark?
Just let me borrow the minivan. I'll pop out and push them right now.
No, last year we did that with the Palisade, with the other airborne Lotus.
Have Lotuses and racetracks?
Yeah. Look, I had one. There's a reason why that acronym exists, and it's not because it's not accurate. Gorgeous cars, but
Ed's attention.
Hey, Ed.
Nope. Black flag.
He ran away from you as soon as you got there.
I know. Typical Ed.
Like, gotcha.
I'm want to try from down here for a little while.
Yeah.
Might be exciting.
Oh my gosh, a day and night difference, Mark.
There's Ion.
Hi,
Wave,
Ion.
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 You're famous. You're an influencer now.
Okay.
Shake your locks, Ion. That's not your locks.
Brock is driving out to the Elantra that's still sitting at the exit of pit out, just kind of hanging there.
He's driving to go check on the Lotus.
Nope.
Well, now he's stopping.
No, he's stopping there because he's trying to figure out what's wrong with him, if there is an issue or not.
If Brock's involved, we're all in trouble.
Well, Brock is now continuing his route. He's just going to try and go around the banking.
What? What are the pits? Go back to.
I think Brock just wants to do a lap. He's bored.
No, Brock's going to go around the banking, or no, he's going to have to come around the actual infield now. But we have we've got people going back into the paddock area. And now they're trying to make their way back out onto pit road, or stopping here as Andy goes saying, "What are you doing,
Richard? What's happening?"
There seems to be some confusion among them, but as they are still getting that stricken car off the track, there's plenty of time to sort this out, I think. So let's go and check out, see what exactly is going on. So there is the Elantra is backing down pit road there. You see that at the far corner of the track screen here. And then we can show you exactly what's going on here. So at the top of, whoops, a little too far. At the top of our screen there, you see Brock driving away.
Brocker. Oh, he's not even going to do the bus stop.
Oh,
so some points for Brock for blowing the corner.
And I'm sure his answer will be, I don't care.
Nah, I don't want.
And the extrication vehicle getting that stricken Lotus off.
There goes our Lexus. Heading to Oklahoma.
Oh,
no.
Slowly getting that Lotus away. Brock chasing down the Mustang on pit road.
There's an access road right there. They could have just turn right here. I mean, what do I know? I don't know. It's fine.
They're just gonna leave him out there.
I mean, there's a good spot, quite frankly.
Leave him on the banking. We'll deal with it later.
Yeah, that's what I would have done. I mean, I had to sit in the NASCAR shoot with 3 wheels on my Miata once for a while. My left front exited the chat. That was a good That's when I realized or learned that you have to check the hubs on those. Because they like to, not hub anymore.
Remind me next time that when you hear the ESPN sound go off on my phone, don't look at the app.
Okay. Don't look at the app.
Just ruin something that you wanted to watch later?
Yes.
Oh, what, the race?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I didn't bother. Yeah, well, I'm going to watch that.
I didn't even think about it. I just picked it up and like, oh, damn it.
Did they actually get it in?
Yes.
Okay, good.
It just finished.
I have to wait and watch it when I get home. So Claire and I always watch those together, so I can't watch them on the road.
What? Well, then you're going to have a difficult transit because I'm going to put it on.
Oh. You guys ruin everything. This is why I don't have nice things.
Well, I'll tell you what. We could use the eCam software here and FaceTime Claire, and then she can watch it with us.
Well, there you go.
Now they are stuck at the far end because they had to move some cones now to get in that NASCAR 4.
Well, see, if you'd listened to me in 2017, let me move a piece of gate,
Not for nothing, guys. You see this bus stop here? See that gravel right there?
Yeah.
It goes through an open gate into the parking lot.
Oh, no, I'm looking right at it.
Call me silly, but that may have been the fastest way to it. But the hell do I know?
Nothing.
Sit down and shut up, plumber.
Said access road that we are discussing is right here.
Not my
There's
pig,
also
not my
one right
farm.
here. It goes
Oh yeah.
Roch Hair, and it goes right to that road, which goes to that road, which goes to the paddock. And albeit, there's a little gate here to move.
Well, we now have 3 cars on track to, I guess, redo this one.
Why don't we just go with 7 cars?
That would make more sense.
I say we turn it into a spec Miata race and put them all out there.
It would be more efficient.
Some of the best races I've ever seen were spec Miatas with 72 cars.
Yeah. Safety fourth. Let's go.
Our timing crew's brains might melt if we put that many cars on the track.
Yeah. Yeah. As happy as he was today at lunch, if we did that, he'd stab us in the face. Trying to get to where the stupid signs aren't right where the cars are going to be. They just take a couple sections of this fence down for me. It'd be a lot easier.
Oh, that's why it's not, I guess, because I forgot we're an hour, we're central time now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's almost 2 hours for the race. That makes sense because they moved it to 12, you said, right?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock?
Yes.
So it's 2. Oh, okay. 2:46 now Eastern. I get it. That makes sense. That makes sense.
I think we started again, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
We are now underway once again with that Porsche that's not a Porsche, that's not even an Alpine, that's actually a Hyundai Elantra taking it out first.
So they'll redo all of their laps now, correct?
Yes.
So the first couple laps were just practice enough to get their tires hot, and now
hotter. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. This is exactly what you want.
Yes. This is when you're. Yeah. So there goes our
So
caddy.
it looks like the caddy is.
He's smoking. He's smoking. There's a significant amount of smoke from the tailpipes of that caddy that just pulled out. The white one?
Yep. I saw him pull out as well.
Yep. I think he might be done. So the reason why we are back to 4 cars, according to Brock, is that Mark thought the slower cars needed more sorting.
Mark Hopkins?
Yes.
Whew.
Okay. I'm not one to argue with Mr. Hopkins, so
You're just gonna think about arguing.
yes.
I hear a lot. Oh, we got that Elantra went through turn 1 off onto the banking there. Totally blew through there. He couldn't quite make the corner. I wonder if his tires got a little too hot. Completely up on the high banking there now. Let's see if we can go grab him.
Do what I'm thinking you're getting ready to do.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's going to try and do here either, but let's go.
Was there a couple of the too many of the beans used in that, Stu?
I think so. Let's see here. Where is he? He is stopped now, so this might bring out another. Well, he's on the outside, so I think we can keep running. I think we're just going to probably leave him out there until we sort that out. You see right where that car now is, just immediately to its right. That is where that Elantra is stuck, and over by the, all the way over by turn 1. Let's go over there. You'll see a lot of that dirt on the road on the exit of 1 NASCAR. And that is where he went right through, hearing a lot of tire squeal, just understeered right through there and wound up right there where the car stays. So once more, stuff going on here at the 2026 TireRack.com One Lap of America. This group is slowly getting a lot of attrition.
Well, that happens in this event.
This is the first full track day, though.
Our
And there he
Cadillac just
goes.
pulled back in, and it sounds
There we
like
go.
a
Okay,
Volkswagen.
the Elantra is out and away now. They gave him the go-ahead to continue, so this probably will not
Here he
be a
comes.
very quick lap for him. He's coming around to you now.
Yep.
That wouldn't have happened with the Alpine.
No, it wouldn't have.
Or a shopping cart.
Or it would have looked a hell of a lot more stylish.
That's true.
So,
So-
our Cadillac from this morning just came back up through and went into the parking lot, and it is smoking like a chain smoker.
What car is that?
The
Boy.
CTS.
The CTS.
Yeah, our CTS from this morning that looped around, and it's sounding like it's missing a couple of cylinders.
Well, that's not ideal.
To be honest. No.
So yep, so that Alpine, that Alpine Elantra, his first lap was a 1:13.8, which was the fastest of everybody in this lap in this run group, and then his second lap was a 2:25.
Could have timed him with an hourglass there.
Yeah.
And now he is out, so they've actually yanked him off. So I don't. No, they've yanked him off of the timing screen. So I think that's going to be a potential DNF. I'm not sure why though. That just might be the way the live timing is working. No, I guess they're only doing one lap because they did all three before. Okay, I don't know what he's doing then.
Yeah, they went through again.
Was that still him on the red?
Still him in the red.
Okay, that means he's active.
Yep, he's active. He's still got his third. Okay.
Yeah.
He just went through. He's coming.
And then once he goes through, about 3 seconds after, he'll drop out.
Yep. And then this lap, he's back down into the 111s. Okay.
Yeah, he's driving angry.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's got nothing to lose at this point.
Yep. I think our Mustang's on a cool down lap.
Yep, Mustang is on a in lap, as is the BMW behind him and the Alpine Elantra behind that.
Yep, here comes Ed.
All right, I think is this our final group here?
Nope, we got that one and then that one.
This one just took that long to do.
Yes.
Son of a gun.
Yeah, this was a pretty long, drawn-out process here today.
This was a very long, drawn-out process here.
Good thing they're not paying by the minute.
Alrighty, so we've got our next group out and away.
You have to switch phones in a minute. See how long this battery will last.
Should be pretty good, Mark. Using the Pixel 10 Pro XL. Been very happy with that phone for a lot of the media stuff that we do here.
What do we got coming at us here?
We got a Mustang, I believe. Followed by the Corolla. Followed by... is that the Audi? Is that Rowdy?
Oh, that is not Rowdy. That's Acura?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, the Acura. Followed by a very hesitant Corvette.
Yeah, the Rowdy is down there. He had an issue this morning. He was either dragging an inner fender or some
It was either
plastic
an inner
from
fender
below.
or like the center plastic shield that like covers the oil pan and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything major. Nothing a couple zip strips or a quick yank wouldn't fix.
Yeah. Mustang out in the way. That is the Kentucky Boys Team 2.
Oh, so that's Mark.
Yep.
This place is all marked up.
And then some more Kentucky people right behind him, the GR Corolla.
Mhm.
This is fixing to be exciting.
Well, let's see. So from a timing standpoint, from this morning's session, all these were separated by a second, except for the Corvette of Zakuskis of
Zakuskis
seconds.
Pete.
That was actually pretty tame through here. I was shocked.
Yeah, well, they seem to be pretty tame. All right, let's see what Mark does. Mark does a 1:12.5 for his first flying lap.
Okay.
Followed by that PE GR Corolla.
Our Acura
Coming up
through.
to the line at a 1:15, pretty much dead. That Acura moseying its way out here. Coming across the line at a 1:18.4. And that Corvette, I think, might get gobbled up by Mark
He
by
is.
lap 3 here.
Yep.
Corvette finally hitting the banking here. And their first lap will be a 1:20.7, so they might find themselves lower down in the running order come tomorrow. As we have Mark knocking off 4 seconds, or 3 seconds, excuse me, to a 1:09.8 from a 1:12.5. So well done. Let's see if he improves or not, but he is certainly closing up on that Corvette as that GR Corolla from Toyota PE comes across the line and runs a 1:11.7. So again, knocking off 3 seconds there. Actually closer to 4 seconds. And Mark might actually be effectuating that pass into the bus stop as they come up to you. As that Acura comes across the line at some point. Oh, here they are, making it onto the banking. Coming across at a 1:18.3, so pretty much dead even for that Acura. Hopefully the Corvette doesn't hold up Mark at all as they get onto the front straight here, because going into one, that would be a very big shame if somebody has to hit the brakes. Mark taking the high line. Woof! That was a hard job getting back onto the banking here. You saw that car thump down onto it, but made that pass coming into turn 1.
So Mark needs
Yeah,
to
he
get out of
definitely
the
got
way
held up
again.
here.
To let
Yep. The Corvette going. The Corvette, I think, is confused now as to what is going on. Mark is doing the right thing, staying out of the way. Corvette, I don't think, was paying attention to what was going on. That third lap for Mark was a 1:09.819, so pretty much identical to his second lap, just a little bit better. So well done managing that car, Mark. Good job driving.
He definitely got held up exiting the bus stop here by that Corvette, though.
No doubt. So I mean, his third lap could have been faster then, from what you're saying.
Yeah.
But
I'd say probably
nicely
half a
managed. I think anytime that happens, anyhow, and I guess that's maybe why the other Mark wanted a little more time for some of the slower runners to figure out who's actually doing what. So kind of makes sense. We've done this before, right?
a couple times.
Couple of times. That Acura is about to come across the line now at 1:15, so lobbed off 3 seconds from their first 2 laps. So the Acura found some speed this time around.
And this is Mark on his cool
Cool
down.
down. Yep. And then the Corvette is probably going to be. Actually, that's strange. They have. I think the live timing got confused with the Corvette versus Mark, because it shows Mark is still coming through here.
Yeah, no, they definitely picked up the wrong car coming through.
Yeah. Okay. So it looks like it's been maybe sorted here.
Yeah, I think Matt's probably going to be right on top of that and get that sorted very quickly.
Yeah. Well, it's showing the Corvette right now in 38th position. So let's see here. We've got so we would be Kentucky. Okay, so he's 28th position overall. So I think that's right. They sorted it out. So we see, as a reminder of our top 10 right now, why don't we go through this while we have a little bit of a lull until this is not Ted, is it?
Yes,
It is Ted.
Ted's group.
So this is Ted's group. So let's go ahead and put Ted on here. Let's go bring Ted in. Ted is got his phone at the wrong angle, but there's that Aston Martin DBX in front of it. So at least that's a good thing to look at, even sideways. I think you need to fasten the seatbelt. Yes. Let's go ahead and mute that for a second. But we are riding on board with Ted as well. So Ted is going to be the last car in this run group, Mark, just behind the DBX. So we have an in-car of him, albeit sideways. We could remind people what are our top 10 right now at the close of sort of our broadcast, at least for the afternoon session. So we have that Quality Time Racing Porsche GT3 RS in first spot with Andrew Brownfield and Justin Lachasse in second place in that Supra, followed by the Cunning Stunts Corvette of Marcus, of Dave, and and King. And then we have Team Goodyear, that Galata Poo, in fifth, followed by that Tesla, the Team PGR of Andrew and Chad. And then we're just here for the autocross, that E-Ray back in sixth, with the Evora T in seventh, the Rumspringa Corvette of Andy Smedgard in ninth, and 10th right now we have that M4. So I'm sorry, ninth is that M4, and 10th is the Lucid Air Sapphire. So two electric vehicles in the top 10, and mark your M4 in ninth place.
Beautiful.
So that's where we are. Let's go scroll back up here for timing, and let's ride with you for our last run group that we will be with you for today. Of course, we will be on the road to Oklahoma to the awesome Hallett next. And as we look at Ted taking his position just to the stern of the DBX there.
So people, if you want to see the upright version, just turn your phone
sideways
or your TV or your tablet or whatever you're watching on
upright,
and you'll be able to see it correctly.
Just lay down. Fine.
Just lay down.
Yeah,
just lay down and watch. Yeah, there you go. That works.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Well, lay on the right side, because if you lay on the left side, it's going to be upside down.
But then you just have to turn your phone upside down.
Just close one eye.
Or get a mirror.
Put your eye in widescreen.
Wait, we already have an eye on.
Put your eye on in 14:9.
There you go.
You can tell the sun has burnt my brain.
And it's only Sunday. We have 6 more days of this to go.
Bald head. I noticed that when I went for lunch. I'm like, oh, I should have put sunscreen on my noggin.
Well, I asked you earlier.
Put on a hat.
Well, yeah, all those things are great now, Mom.
Meow.
Like Mark's waiting on Matt to give him the thumbs up on timing right now.
Ted Castle just killed our in-car. I don't know what happened.
And with that, we bring the end.
Right? I mean, it could very well.
He heard us picking on him, and he's like, "Yeah, I want my cheesy poofs."
Keegan
and him.
Yeah, and screw you.
Oh, man.
Stay tuned for more sideshow.
And guys, don't forget to sign up for OnlyFans One Lap Late Night.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah. So we'll probably hop on Instagram Live later tonight. So if you haven't checked, or even YouTube, we'll see. But if you haven't checked us out on Instagram, be sure to do so. We're not as active as probably we should be there, but we might be today.
And if you do, just fair warning, no children.
Oh yeah, no, definitely don't do that. That's terrible.
This is as PG as we get. It gets worse as it gets later.
This is
And
100%
it
accurate.
gets sillier.
It gets sillier, it gets worse, or better, depending on which way you're looking at it.
The shenaniganery goes
Much like Ted's phone, depending on which way you're looking at it, it's either good or really bad.
right.
It's just too bad we can't share the best jokes of the week.
This is true.
Yeah.
And Ted is off.
Well, I wouldn't know because he hung up on us. We waited all this time.
We hear that traction control kicking in.
Yep. There's
Yep.
the Wayland Corvette.
Yep. We've got the Wayland Corvette. We've got the Huber.
The
Huber.
off-leash lap dogs.
The off-leash. Oh, you know what else we have? And I got so if you recall, with the Hubers, we had a joke about the cocoon of suckiness. So I don't know if you saw this.
I gave you those.
You gave me them?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm sure you've seen these then.
Yes.
So
Because I gave them to you.
here. So what I will do, I will actually go back to us for a moment here, and there we go. So somebody had made this from our pre-show stuff, the cocoon of suckiness, which is hilarious. It's a cool sticker that we have here, amongst a few others that we have this year as well. Where are our funny stickers? Of course, we've got the Brock sticker. So if you don't have one yet, this is the Brock sticker.
We have this Brock.
And then we have the other Brock sticker, the Brockies sticker. On that, I'm sure we'll be hearing from Bucky's lawyers at any time soon here. And we've got our cool Scotty stickers, the Some Bitch Racing, and we've got the this one here, and we've got these. As you can tell, we take our job very, very seriously here. No shenanigans of any sort going on.
You shall not have fun.
I'll tell you what, speaking of fun, Wayland running a 109.2 after the 113 on their first lap, so I'm doing pretty good.
Everyone's been very tame through here on their hot laps.
Well, you know, how's that Austin? Let me hear this thing. It's very tame from the Aston.
Yep, we did hear a psh when they let off, so there's something going on under the hood, so that's good.
So the Hubert went from a 123 to a 116. So when you're lopping off nearly 10 seconds, there's a lot of time to be found. Okay, some tire squeal.
Tire squeal and a whole lot of nanny.
Dad bod Carmon and that Aston Martin going from 119 to a 117. And Hubert.
I think he was putting some gray poop on a hot dog on the way through.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, the Bob and Ted, they would have been fun riding with him here because he went from a 122 to a 115. And Wayland finished off at a 108.1, so doing very well
for this group.
Getting out to starting in the 113s, ending up in the 108s, and then the off-leash lapdogs of Hubert and Freeman. The soothing sounds of Tom Freeman in the morning.
This is our last trip through here for these fellas, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Coming down to there's a Aston. Yeah. We've got the off-leash lapdogs going from a 116 to a 116, so they took off about 0.5 of a second. And then Dad bod Carmod of that Aston Martin DBX finding its way around the start-finish to do a 116. So it took a second off, just about a second, 9/10.
Right. Mm-hmm. And guys, I'm going to head back your way.
Bob and Ted's Excellent Adventures. They are just coming across for a 114, so they took another second, a little over a second off there. Yep. Well, Mark, I can't thank you enough for your coverage and for your pit reporting here. Thank you very much, brother. We will see you in the car when we get back there. We're going to pack up here.
Yeah.
And find the sloth and tell him to pack it up.
Yep, find Sloth and tell him to pack up.
Until later or tomorrow, we'll see y'all.
Yep. So that was Mark, and I guess I can select another camera source here, I suppose. So let's go. Oh, Kevin is joining. Who is Kevin? What is Kevin? Oh, here's Kevin. We can say hi to Kevin for a second. Give us 1 second, Kevin. Let's get you on here. Hi, Kevin.
What do we know, Sully?
Well, you're on our live stream right now. We were just about to finish off here and wrap up, so you can help us do that. But Kevin, of course, in that GTD with all the stuff piled in the back there on top of that plexiglass where you can see the struts and the Multimatic DSSVs back there. So, how are you doing, Kevin? How's that car running for you? How you feeling?
You know, really good. This morning I went out and was fairly conservative, just kind of testing the car out because this is a new car to me, and I'm not new to racing cars, but at the same time, you know, this was just a little different. So I played a little conservative this morning. Came back and looked at little track data, talked to a couple other folks as usual, and went out and I don't know. I think we took off 6 or 7 seconds on the session. So,
Well,
which
you
is, I
are
think,
currently
decent after
overall. You are currently 18th in your 20. So your prediction was 21st because that was your car number. So that was where Brock thought you would be. Currently, you are 18th, and you have, in order to start really getting into the fray of things, you've got to make up tomorrow at Hallett about 11 seconds, and then you're in the fight then with the Corvette of High Cotter and Danny Kao, who are right above you right now. So that is your goal for tomorrow.
Well, we'll see how we do. I've been to Hallett one other time, and it was on this journey, so I'm not exactly, stupendous there. But here's the deal: I'm gonna watch a bunch of track videos from now in my slightly elongated journey across a couple of states, and grab a little soda. Got my co-driver here, Cameron. So Cameron is on the wheel, and we're ready to get this done. It's going to be awesome. Thanks for all your hard work, Solly.
Thank you, Kevin. It's always good to see you here. So actually, you've got I'm sorry, you've only got 1 second. I was looking at the wrong timing here, so that was the cue from today. So you have 1 second to claw back to High Cotter, and then once you get past that, you then are 4 seconds back to JD and our Garmin team there on that 911 Turbo S, and then you're really in the mix once you get, let's see here, 8 seconds. Once you claw back 8 seconds, then you are really in the mix to get up toward that top 12 or 13 there. So 8 seconds is the goal for tomorrow.
All right.
That's where you got to claw back. So look at that; it got even better by the end of the conversation here.
I love it. Under promise, over deliver, Solomon. Well done.
There you go. Well, Kevin, thank you for bringing on your beautiful car out this year and your beautiful self, and we look forward to seeing you on the road. We're going to wrap up here and call it a day.
Perfect. Get her done.
Take care, Kevin. Safe drive.
Bye. Yep.
All righty. So that was Kevin in that beautiful GTD, the first real competition that we're seeing in the GTDs in the United States. So super, super happy to have him and the car here. And I'm glad he brought it out. I'm glad he's willing to really put it through its paces in this event. So it's something very special that we're
definitely. And I said it earlier today. I am really looking forward to seeing him at Hastings.
Yeah.
Him being his home track, and he's already done some laps there in the GTD.
Yep. I think that we should see them making hay at that point, as they say. So that's going to conclude our afternoon coverage here at the beautiful, very welcoming, very pleasantly staffed Nashville Super Speedway here in Lebanon, Tennessee.
Yes.
Big
thanks to Don and all the guys for allowing us to come up into the TV broadcast suite.
Yep.
And
bring you this great coverage.
Yes.
Or what we think is great. And if you don't think it's great, tough. We think it's great. Because
we were out of the wind. It's nice and warm in here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been great, and we're looking forward to doing this again tomorrow at Hallett, a track that we know and love dearly, and for the rest of this week. I mean, I don't know how we're gonna do this in Colorado. We still have to put our brains toward this to figure out a way here, because it promises to be interesting. So it might not be this
We're doing it from
quality.
the front seats of the Pacifica.
It may well be that is the story.
Heated seats on.
This is and steering wheel. So we'll see how that turns out, but in any event, of course, this coverage today and all throughout the event. Let me go over to the screen for a second here. Brought to you by, let me pull them up here. Bam, thepartsfarm.com. Thank you very much, Rob and Parts Farm. And of course, everything this event brought to you by TireRack.com. So, for Brian, for myself, Solomon, and Mark, and Ian, my name is Solomon, and this has been the afternoon session at Nashville for the 2026 TireRack.com One Lap of America. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great evening, and be sure to set an alarm for Instagram for when we do inevitably go live and silly and goofy later on today. Take care, drive safe, and we will see you on the road. Bye-bye.